Nike, an organization that got her on a bargain basement deal and is telling her, well, we're going to wait to promote you until we're done promoting Asia Wilson. And she's in the middle of all of these racial discussions that she has nothing to do with, wants nothing to do with, and then they're demonizing her.
Nike landed one of the rare generational, potentially billion-dollar athletes. Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, LeBron, and now CaitlinClark. In April of this year, Caitlin signed an 8-year deal with Nike for up to $28 million. A super cheap contract they'll make a killing off of with a signature shoe. But despite winning unanimous WNBA Rookie of the Year, they've got no plans for a CaitlinClark shoe. Why not? Over the last few years, Nike has imploded. They are worth over $100 billion less than they were in 20. People called for their CEO to be fired, so he had to step down. Is sports losing popularity? No, Adidas has done pretty well over that time despite ending their partnership with Yeezy.
Fans are furious that Nike is sleeping on CaitlinClark and that the biggest brand in sports missed out on the sexiest player in basketball. Clark shattering records on the court while Nike remains silent about what's actually happening and what Adidas is doing about it.
It's historic. She had the most points in a rookie campaign, the most assists in any season ever, and she even messed around and got a pair of triple-doubles, something no other rookie has ever done.
Let's examine how amazing Clark's fee is. She's not just good. She's shattering records in her debut season, winning debut of the year with ease, but she's also packed arenas, selling out merchandise, and leaving fans speechless. Can you imagine the impact she's making?
She has signed this contract, you guys, and her WNBA season has come and gone. And with that, Nike has not done one thing to promote her. We have not seen any commercials, we have not seen any ads, we have not seen any CaitlinClark merchandise, and we for sure as hell have not seen any CaitlinClark signature.
You may be wondering why Nike isn't involved in this. They have the next big thing in basketball right in front of them, but they're behaving as though Clark doesn't exist. No advertisements, no commercials, nothing. As if they're allergic to success. What's going on?
Originally signed an NIL deal with Nike when she blew up in college.
But this is where things start to get very fascinating. Is Nike playing a long game that we can't see? Or are they going to blow the best chance in women's basketball? We're going to go deeply into this enigma, and I promise you won't believe what we find.
Struck absolute gold when they signed CaitlinClark to an 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal. So why in the world are they?
Despite having CaitlinClark on their roster, Nike is behaving as though she doesn't exist. No advertisements, merchandise, or anything. What is the true reason for this $28 million silent treatment?
That CaitlinClark has created more buzz around the basketball landscape and has actually transformed and revived a league that was the WNBA, and she is getting paid a measly $28 million for 8 years as opposed to Wemby's 100. I believe that CaitlinClark, if they would have released a signature shoe for her this season, they would have.
Let's dissect this transaction that has everyone baffled. Clark agreed to an 8-year, $28 million deal with Nike. This isn't a little change, people. Typically, this amount of money goes towards the works or signature footwear. Commercials and billboards abound. But what is Nike doing in cricket?
Nike ad for Iowa Caitlin, though it wasn't exactly pushed on the public. There has been no Nike commercial for Clark as a pro. Let that sink in. No CaitlinClark commercial. She's had 4 years of being the biggest star in all of sports, driving all these television ratings.
You may believe everything is fine, but it's possible that they're simply warming up incorrectly. Since Clark is currently the biggest thing in basketball and has been shattering records and selling out arenas, why is Nike giving all the hype?
Been reluctant to take advantage of CaitlinClark because they have. And what I've always thought was like, man, that contract she signed seemed pretty reasonable. It's like, wow, CaitlinClark comes out of Iowa, and I started saying after her junior year in college, like, hey man, she's the biggest star in college sport. And then after what she did at Iowa her senior year, I started saying, I think she's going to be the biggest star in sports.
This is where things start to become extremely strange. No advertisements, no commercials, no merchandise. Can you image having LeBron James on your squad and not using him in any of your songs? It's as if Nike forgot they signed one of the most exciting players in the league. What's going on with Clark?
Said she'd be the face of Curry brand, Adidas, and...
You may be asking what Nike's strategy is at this point. Some people claim that they may be betting all of their money on other players, such as A'ja Wilson, but here's the real deal. It's possible that we won't see Clark's signature shoe until 2026 or 2027, which is a long time in the sports world. But wait, is Nike playing 4D chess while we're all stuck playing checkers? Perhaps there's more to this plan than meets the eye. Are they building anticipation for the ideal time to unleash Clark on the world? Or have they really missed one of the biggest op?
Could be 10 million or 99 million.
Right.
Correct? That's the 8 figures. And she's going to have her own shoe, which to me, I mean, it's genius to be able to sign her up, because think of all of the girls and women out there who loved CaitlinClark, going to continue to follow her in the WNBA, and they're going to want to have her shoe. CaitlinClark, she could have a line of shoes. That could, be workout shoes, basketball shoes, casual shoes. Yes, Marvin.
And when they come out, the Iowa women and the Iowa men are going to have CaitlinClark shoes, and the colorway is perfect. It's got the navy blue, the yellow, and the red for the fever. I mean,
okay,
they're going to have a great...
When a new player entered the arena, you thought Nike had blown their chance with CaitlinClark. However, the real kicker is that Adidas spotted an opportunity and jumped at the chance. What move did Adidas make that has the sports world talking?
Reported that Adidas global ambassador Billie Jean King did a post on her X account praising CaitlinClark for winning Rookie of the Year, and this sent a firestorm to wow.
While Nike has been playing a neat game, they recognized CaitlinClark's accomplishments by stepping up and filling the promotional gap they left open by giving out candy on Halloween. They didn't just do it quietly, though. They pulled in the big gun.
Ethan Strauss. He reports Nike wants to prioritize A'ja Wilson, and it fears the optics of giving a rookie a signature shoe before an already established star who just won league MVP for the 3rd time. We have talked about this multiple times on my channel. Is A'ja Wilson currently the best player in the WNBA? Yes. Is CaitlinClark currently the face of the WNBA? Yes. Do I think if A'ja Wilson dropped a shoe and CaitlinClark dropped a shoe today at the very same time, that CaitlinClark would outsell A'ja's shoe by 100 times? Yes, I think that would be the...
While Nike has been playing a neat game, they recognized CaitlinClark's accomplishments by stepping up and filling the promotional gap they left open by giving out candy on Halloween. They didn't just do it quietly, though. They pulled in the big gun.
WNBA viewership, okay, game, 7,300 in attendance, okay. The average Angel Reese game is 10,100, 10,200. They come to watch her. You know what the average attendance is when CaitlinClark plays home or the road?
What?
15,300.
Wow.
Okay, 15,300. Do you know what CaitlinClark just got the contract from Nike?
Nike.
You know what the contract is?
I want to say it's $3 million a year for 8 to 10 years. It's almost...
You are aware of the singer of Clark's praise. Sports legend Billie Jean King is publicly praising Clark for her outstanding first season. Yes, that is Billie Jean King as an Adidas ambassador. Adidas, however, didn't stop there after noticing that Clark's Indiana Fever jersey was selling out quicker than you could say three-pointers. These sales are shattering records, and it seems like everyone wants a piece of Clark's success and Adidas. While Nike continues to set up the checkerboard, Adidas is playing chess. They are not merely putting their logo on a rising star. Rather, they are aligning themselves with the direction of women's basketball. Now, you may be thinking, okay, but what's the big deal? It's just another endorsement, right? Consider it. Clark is not only winning games, she is also winning hearts. She is attracting viewers like a magnet and selling merchandise as if it were going out of style. Adidas is riding that wave of popularity like it's the golden ticket to the women's sports marketing factory. She has landed a significant endorsement deal with Adidas, and this partnership is revolutionary. Clark and women's basketball have won handily, but things get extremely interesting from here. Adidas is not just making a wise economic decision. They are also upending the entire industry and demonstrating to the world that women's sports are the main event rather than a sideshow. They are also challenging other companies to compete with them or risk falling behind. Because, let's face it, Adidas isn't just selling shoes here. They're selling a vision of the future of sports, and with Clark's enormous fan base, they're making a statement. You have to wonder if Nike is watching all of this and regretting signing Wilson over Clark now that Adidas is taking center stage. And with Clark leading the way and Adidas supporting her, women's basketball appears to have a bright future. Brands' approach to women's sports is changing. It's no longer just about signing deals. It's about recognizing talent, celebrating successes, and making investments in the game's future. Consider it. Clark is not only winning games, she is also winning hearts. She is attracting viewers like a magnet and selling merchandise as if it were going out of style. Adidas is riding that wave of popularity like it's the golden ticket to the women's sports marketing factory. She has landed a significant endorsement deal with Adidas, and this partnership is revolutionary. Clark and women's basketball have won handily, but things get extremely interesting from here. Adidas is not just making a wise economic decision. They are also upending the entire industry and demonstrating to the world that women's sports are the main event rather than a sideshow. They are also challenging other companies to compete with them or risk falling behind.